Welcome, beloved devotees. You all are very special Atman, special, and that speciality is there in everyone. But you'll have chosen to take up the journey and take on understanding of these great Upanishads of ancient India. So we continue with the Mandukya Upanishad. We start with a mantra, with our prayers to Divine Mother. Om Asato Ma Satkamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Guru. Remembering the gods and goddesses, Babaji, Krishna, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Jagat Janani, Bhavatarani Mother, and Yogananda, Yukteswar Giri Lari Masai, Swami Sri Vivekananda, Holy Mother Sharada, Paramahamsa Ramakrishna. We start today. We're going to continue our journey with the Mandukya Upanishad, and today we get on to a little ahead of what we had done. Little revision of what we had done before. There are 108 Upanishads, out of which Mandukya is the smallest Upanishad. And it has got only 12 mantras. One A4 sheet can take the Mandukya Upanishad, but on which 215 karikas have been written. Karika is like explanation of the mantras by Gaudapada. Govindapada is Shankaracharya's guru, and Govindapada's guru is Gaudapada. And then after Gaudapada, Govindapada has written some, and then Shankaracharya has written Bhashya. And these are the Upanishad which is in this, which has got the Shankaracharya's Bhashya, it has got the Mandukya Upanishad, and it has also got the Karika. All three put together. It's a wonderful book written by Swami Nikhilananda. So if you get your hand, wonderful journey. Remember the reminders from Sri Ram. Sri Ram was asked by Hanumanji, recollecting, I'm reminding that I want moksha. What do I have to do? And Sri Ram, without hesitating, said, Mandukya ekameb alam mumukshaye vimuktaye, will give you liberation. Just Mandukya. We are all in a speed and hurry in this 21st century. The best chance is to understand Mandukya. Continuing studying with that, remember there were 4 Mahavakyas, starting off with straight away Chandogya Upanishad, Tat Tvam Asi, and Aham Brahmasmi from Yajurveda, that is from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, and then Prajnana Brahman, which comes from the Rig Veda, Aittariya Upanishad, and I am Atman, Brahman is from this Mandukya Upanishad. Same Mandukya Upanishad is coming from Atharva Veda, Mandukya Upanishad. Going on to the next recollections, basic teachings of all Upanishad, of the entire the rich heritage of India, is just telling there is only one reality. Real world, the real world. And beautiful power is today, whether metrics or, you talk about the latest of the Star Trek or Harry Potter, everybody's copying from Vedanta. Did you know that? The Star Trek, George Harrison, he went on to Swami same Nikhilananda and used to sit with him. He was in US. And he stood with him and listened to him and took those ideas of Vedanta. Harry Potter the same. Some other time I'll explain each one of them, where, what, and metrics. And almost every part of the metrics film is talking about the same. So, basic teachings of all Upanishad, there is an ultimate reality, and this world that we experience is the manifestation of that reality. This world that you and I see, touch, taste, feel, smell, etc. is that reality. And then what am I What are you? You and I, nothing else but that reality. And this is the power of the Upanishad. If only we should know that who we really are. Vivekananda used to say in America when he visited 1893, 11 September, just the other day was his birthday, Makar Sankranti Day, 14th of January. He said, if only you know who you really are, you will be out. And he says, Atmatikya duksha nivritti paramananda prapti. All sufferings will end and you will attain the bliss. That is by understanding that we are that Brahman. We are that reality called Brahman. So we will take on this Mandukya Upanishad as a general sense that all Upanishad in Vedanta is direct and philosophizes in a way that based on experiences and senses. The reason, experiencing with reason. Generally speaking, every other religion talks about when you die you will go to heaven. It is, that means a place, and when you die meaning a time. And if you have been a good girl, good boy, that is action oriented. Or if you practice hard enough and keep on praying and keep on fasting and keep on meditating, then you will. Meaning all are related to something. The beauty about Advaita Vedanta, the more and more that we come, the Mandukya also aiming at, and it is very powerful. It is saying that divinity is already within us. It's within us. All you and I have to do is realize it. How do we do that? And Mandukya goes ahead and says, just basic simple reality of the world that we are experiencing all the time. Experience and reason. Experience and reason. So what is it? Who are we? And he's going ahead and telling us, Mandukya Upanishad, that investigate into the self to know who are we. And that investigation are two types. In Mandukya talks about first the Omkar, Om mantra, and actually it starts 1 and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 2, 3, 4, 5 is talking about these experiences of what? 3 states. Waking, Jagrat, like you and I hope I'm not putting you to sleep, and dream, sleep. 2, Jagrat, Swapna, and third is Sushupti, deep sleep. Now, we will take you across into this starting with the 3, 4, 5, 6. Omkar, I am not going to repeat. We have already gone through that. Now, going into why should I know about myself? That 3, 4, 5, 6 mantra. We are coming into it, okay? So, what is there to know? I already know. This is me. This is Robbin Ghosh. Hi. Vedanta saying no. You do not know yourself. What you think you are, the moment you put yourself into a name and a body and a form, you limit yourself, number one. How limit? I'm separate from everybody else. And soon we will understand how Mandukya is explaining that. How can we be limitless, which we truly are? And Vivekananda is saying, if only know yourself, your true self, then your all problem will be solved and you attain that Paramananda Prapti. Going ahead, and this, the presentation would be available along with this, as well as we will talk in details on Sunday. Attend, those who are attending, come on in, we're welcome. So the inquiry to the self. This self-inquiry is, each Upanishad presents its own unique way. Mandukya Upanishad is an inquiry into the self, into awakening, into dreaming and deep sleep. All the time we are talking these things, we are experiencing, sleeping or deep sleep, we are experiencing it. It is always there with us. It's not a place, a heaven. You will find in the Western world, big billboards, hoardings saying heaven is a place, dial 1-800 and give a number. They're all spreading, and they possibly would want you to join up and charge some money. And it is when you die, then you meet heaven, another billboard. Like this. These things are trying to tell us what? It is a time, it is a place. Mandukya and Vedanta Advaita saying now, it is right now, here, this moment. And this is the power of the Vedanta. Not to be done anything but experience, not after a long practice and then you will attain and samadhi state. It's saying, Vedanta is saying, is something which is present all the time. Right? We are talking right now, it's present with us. How do we go ahead and do that? It is pointing, Mandukya is pointing. Like you have to go to Mumbai, somebody points, that's the Mumbai Expressway. Like that, Mandukya is pointing, talking. What is it? Swayam Atman Chatushta. We are four. Chatushta, four. Swayam Atman, I am. That supreme Atman of me is four. What is it? The waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. And the Chatushta is the fourth. And tying up with the Omkar, recollect my earlier sessions with you, is you say Om, when you break it down, U, and is waking, U is dream sleep, and is the deep sleep. And when you chant Om, notice the fourth state comes after you chant Om. You finish saying, then you become quiet. You take a deep breath to chant the next Om. That deep breath is the silence, and it's called the fourth by counting Jagrat, dream, and deep sleep as 1, 2, 3. Then the fourth is the four states. Swayam Atman Chatushta. We have that four. But that Chatushta is Chaturtham, is called Turiya. And Turiya is called silence. Because when you're taking a deep breath, you're not chanting anymore, you're silent. That silent, Mandukya is going ahead and telling us, is actually who you really are. How does it go ahead and explain? Think about, let's say, a very good example is the golden ornament. You have tiara, necklace, bangle, pajib, whatever. Now, if you say, this is pajib, this is bangle, this is necklace, and there is gold, you think gold is another object. Whereas that pajib, the tiara, the necklace, the bangle is made of gold. If I take away the gold, the ornaments will vanish. If you melt the ornament, then only you can go to the gold. Same way, the consciousness alone is giving us the waking, dreaming, and being. Consciousness alone is keeping you and I alive and experiencing this world. And slowly explaining, going ahead. So, this ornaments are totally dependent on gold. Without the gold, there is no ornament. But notice something very powerful. Gold is not dependent on the ornament. Gold, whether it is a bangle or a necklace or a chain or just a lump of gold, it doesn't matter to gold. Consciousness is not connected to your dream. Particularly, all these psychotherapists and everybody is trying to explain to your dream phenomena and things like that. Upanishad, Vedanta is not interested in your dream. There is a guy, generally whenever we talking about dream and everybody says, I had that dream and what did that mean, and I had that dream, what did that mean? Upanishad said, I'm not interested in your dream. Dream is another state, just like the waking and deep sleep. And Mandukya goes there and says, that is not real. It's like consciousness is the real thing. How is it? Gold is the real thing. Ornaments are not the real. Take another example. A TV screen. We all love to watch TV. But we never carefully understand if the TV screen, the front screen, what is happening inside the TV. Without the screen, you cannot watch the TV. Without the consciousness, you and I are not there. We are dead. Little bit consciousness, we are in coma. Slightly better consciousness, we are unconscious. Zero consciousness, I am dead. And little better consciousness, I'm in deep sleep. Even little better, I'm awake, but I'm not focused, not thinking, not paying attention. This used to happen in our classrooms, isn't it? So, reality of gold is underlies, reality of the consciousness underlies the us, you and me. So, the true reality, consciousness, understanding the Mandukya Upanishad. You should listen to it again and again. Get the book, read it, and attend Sundays. It will become clear. Now I'm going to make it a little condensed, but very nice, very simple. Take it like a story. So, consciousness is not the waker, like you and me now. Consciousness is not the dreamer, like we are now. Consciousness is not the deep sleep. Is not. Gold is not bangle. Gold is not necklace. Gold is not tiara. Gold is not paije. But gold makes them. Gold is the essential ingredient in them. It's like, I tell you, this glass has water in it. Right? Now, I ask you, waves have water in it? You say yes. Not true. If the waves have water in it, just think, I can take away the water from the glass. So I have got two objects. Glass full of water is one. I can take away the water and take water as one object, glass as one object, right? Can I take away the water from the wave and make the wave one object and water another? No, wave will vanish. If I take away the wave from the ocean, ocean will vanish. So water alone is the wave, is the ocean, is the rain, is the dirty puddle on the street or the lake or the river. Water alone is present. Consciousness alone is this universe, is you, is me, is our waking state, is our dream state, is our deep sleep state. I hope it makes you that consciousness through them underlies all of them. And now getting into the next. Like gold is not stuck in the ornament, consciousness is not stuck in you or me. It's like this light is falling upon me. I go away from here. Light stays here. When I die, my body is burnt or buried. I go away. The body goes away. But I remain. I am the consciousness. I remain here. This body goes away. Let's say it's falling on me and my friend. We go away. Light doesn't go away. Light stays here. Right? And anything else, these furniture, etc., everything is getting the light. Have you ever realized, very good example is, consciousness is like the sunlight. Falling on a dirty puddle on the road doesn't become dirty. Consciousness falling on something very funny, stupid guy, it doesn't become funny, stupid. Consciousness light the dirty puddle, consciousness keep that funny man alive. Understanding all these stages will slowly come to you. And now, that sunlight falls on a pitcher of wine, whiskey, beer. It doesn't get drunk. Light falls on a holy water river Ganga. It doesn't become holy. Consciousness always detach. Asanga, asanga, asanga. Punah, punah, punah. Again and again and again tell yourself, I am that asanga. Asanga aham. Asanga aham. That consciousness is not tucked to the waking, to the dreaming. So gold is one from which the ornaments appear. Similarly, waking, dreaming and deep sleep is appearing, emerging and disappearing into the consciousness. Got it? No gold, no ornament. At least no gold ornament, no? No consciousness, no waker, no dreamer, no deep sleeper, no you and me. Getting serious? Getting very good. You know, a beautiful example, there is Swami Chinmayananda. You must have heard there is Chinmayananda Ashram all over. There is an IB World School by Chinmayananda Ashram also. Chinmayananda Ashram, Chinmayananda was went off. He was a journalist, investigative journalist. So he decided to go down to the Himalayas and write about the monks over there. And you know what? He became a disciple of Swami Shivananda. He liked that life so much, he decided to become a brahmachari and learn Vedanta and Upanishad from a true Vedantist yogi of Himalayas. So he asked Swami Shivananda, can you give me somebody? Shivananda knew everybody and he recommended Swami Tapovan. Tapovan Swami. I have talked to you all about this story before. He goes and finds Tapovan Swami is where? Tapovan. Tapovan is Gangotri Gomukhi. 19 kilometers above from there is Tapovan. Always frozen. Totally freezing cold. And especially during the winter time. Tapovan Swami sometimes will come down to Uttarkashi, which is about 5,000 feet, and Gangotri Gomukhi is about 10,000, and Tapovan is about 14,000 and plus. He used to live there. So Chinmayanandaji goes there and joins. And there was one, his caretaker who used to look after Tapovan Swami, one brahmachari attendant. Now he's a Swami, he's there still. His name is Purnananda. Swami Purnananda. Purnananda invited Tapovan Chinmayananda to Tapovan Swami, introduced him. Learning there is very tough. Tapovan Swami will teach you in the morning and you have to remember every word and say it in the afternoon. If you fail, you are banished for life. Very tough training. Now, Chinmayanandaji, next day, when doing the sessions, he said, sir, as I understand from you, he was teaching Mandukya Upanishad, that everything is this waking, dreaming and being, deep sleep. If it is so, then why is it that this world is required, this universe is required, I am required, we can just stay in the consciousness state, why is it required? Tapovan Swami didn't answer anything. And Chinmayananda can't pursue because Guru decided to keep quiet. Next day as the session began in the morning, as he was talking, suddenly Tapovan Swami tells Chinmayananda, thoda sa pani lao, bring some water. Chinmayananda was surprised. Why is he suddenly asking for water during the session? Anyway, he got up and he took one kamandul and a glass and he went down, all the way down, from the glacier, the Ganga, the Gangotri, it comes to, before Gangotri Gomukhi, it comes from there. So he goes down there, picks up the water and in the kamandul and glass and comes inside, and one hand kamandul, one hand he fills some water, and as he gives it to Tapovan Swami, he gets very angry. He said, what have you brought? What did I ask you? Now Chinmayananda is totally perplexed. He was very intelligent. He said, sir, you asked for water. He said, what have you brought? He said, sir, glass of water. He said, did I ask you for glass? And the moment Tapovan Swami said that, Chinmayananda, very intelligent, very smart, it flashed on his mind. He understood the answer of his question. Without the manifestation of the consciousness through you, me, waking, dreaming being, you cannot experience this world. This world doesn't exist. Without the television screen, you cannot watch the TV. And within the TV, have you realized you can have hostile movie, fighting movie, you can have a pterodactyl from dinosaurs coming in, or T-Rex, or you can have King Kong breaking the Eiffel Tower. TV screen is not bothered. TV screen, like the sunlight is here, we'll go away. TV screen will be there when the TV is switched off. TV screen is not bothered. Consciousness is not bothered. Ever present, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. So beautiful explanation. And this goes ahead and gives you beautiful explanation. I will tell you another story about the book I talked about last Sunday. I'll take to you on a Sunday. Now, start with what we know. What we know our waking, we know our dreaming, we know our being. So Mandukya Upanishad is current. I'm going to talk to you about, in brief, that stotra number 3. You can chant it in your own self and with me. It says, Jagarita Sthana Jagarita Sthana Bahish Prajnaha, meaning the awakened state is the first state. And then he's saying Saptangaha, that is 7 limbs. We have the awakened state has 7 limbs. Great message, no? And it goes and said, Ekonavimshati Mukhaha. Ekonavimshati means 19 mouths. You and I have 19 mouths? Yes, you do. Only thing you don't know. And we have 7 limbs, 7 legs. And then says, Thulam Hogaha. And going and said, Vahish Vanaha. And then says, Pratamaha Padaha. Pratamaha, number first, is we have got 19 limbs, 19 mouths, 7 limbs, with which our first stage is the Jagrat state which we are experiencing the world. We will get on to, in brief, today in the first state, just give you the 19 limbs. How do we go to 19 limbs now? Where are the 19 limbs? It is just in 5 sense organs. Okay, count them. So you got eyes, ear, nose, throat, that is taste and touch. 5 sense organs. Then is 5 motor organs. Motor organ is walk, through the tongue we talk, with the hands we grasp, with the limbs we walk, and then reproduction organ and evacuation organ. These are the 5. This now is the 5 sense organ, 5 motor organs, 5 plus 5, 10. And then comes 5 vital forces. You know, prana, apana, vyana, udana, and samana. You heard about pranayam, prana, the sauce. And like that, udana is the one which will make your digestion. Like that, there are 5 pranas. So you have 5 sense organ, 5 motor organ, and 5 vital forces. So you got 15 mouths now, with which you are experiencing the world. Have you ever realized without this sense organ, you can't see the world? And the world cannot come, even if your sense organs are working, if you are in coma or if you are in unconscious state. You don't know, you can't see anything, isn't it? Versus if I'm dead, the world is gone. If I'm unconscious when I wake up, world is back again. Because consciousness again empowers the mind, and mind empowers the brain, and brain empowers these 19. What are the other 4? Other 4 are called the internal organ of the mind, and which starts with the manas, which is the 4 functions, and then buddhi, intellect, and then goes the chitta, memory, and ego, ahankara. Let's take on all the discussion on the Sunday. Okay, we will talk more in detail. Getting very interesting now. So seek blessings from the Upanishad and from our gurus. I pray for you, just as Rama told Hanumanji, that if you just understand this one, Mandukya ekame balam, Mumukshaye Vimuktaye, it will liberate you and me. Beautiful journey. Take it up. Jai Guru.